I just finished installing my Simrad GO9 XSC. I wanted to upgrade from the Go7 because I wanted radar compatibility, as well as the larger screen size is something that I really wanted to do, and fill out my center console's available space so I can get the biggest screen possible. Well, while I was doing that, I did a couple of custom things. Is one of them just being the flush mount, which isn't super custom. It's pretty standard to do that. But as you can see on my center console, it takes up most of the space. And then the other thing that I wanted to do when I did this upgrade was I wanted to redo how my transducer was mounted. This, obviously, I'm not in the water, so you can't really see there's nothing to look at, basically. The right side of the screen, when I would run the boat before with my Go7 and I had the transom mount transducer, I would only see structure on the right side, but I wouldn't see anything on the left side because my motor was blocking it. And the only way I could see that is if I lifted my motor, but then I couldn't have the motor in gear or troll or anything. So basically I was only getting the benefit of seeing the right side. So there's a lot of extra driving around looking for structure sometimes. So I looked at different options, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what I did. I don't know if it's recommended or not. I'm pretty sure they don't recommend doing it the way I did it, but I'm going to show you what my solution was, and I don't see why it's going to cause any problems. So my transducer was previously mounted here in this location, and it was coming off the back of the boat like normal. It was, the bottom of it was basically parallel to this surface, and then horizontal to the ground. But when my motor is down, it's basically blocking the view to the left side. So what I did was I mounted the bracket reversed here. I had to do a little bit of grinding on the bracket so it cleared this corner, and then it's basically flush to this flat spot on the bottom of the hull right here that you can see. And then I made this little, I don't know, what do you call it, a spoiler or a fairing that I made out of a plastic called Delrin. I use that because it's a really durable plastic that's easy to shape. It doesn't really melt when you sand it, so it's easy to kind of carve. So I did that on a sanding disc, a benchtop sanding disc, and then I just basically screwed it. You can see I basically screwed it to the hull and used silicone glue and stainless steel screws to attach it. And then if you can see at the front, I kind of notched it a little so that this thing can't actually drop down if something were to hit it. So I think that's gonna work. Gonna try it out. I saw a similar application done on a different boat, and they said it worked flawlessly. And I think the water down here is probably a lot cleaner than what's happening behind the boat, and should give me a clear signal. And then the other thing that's super confusing that I learned is when you look at the transducer, especially on the Simrad webpage, they actually have this transducer with the wire coming off the front, and not on the same side as the mounting plate. Well, I wanted to make sure that the wire came off the trailing edge of the transducer, and so it took me a little while to figure it out, but basically you can just go into your settings in your unit. I have the Simrad GO9. I can go into my settings and I can actually reverse the left and right side on this, so I was able to actually get this on the trailing edge of the transducer. So it's do a little bit of grinding there, as you can see in that corner, to get it sit flush. And then because of where it's located, I had to grind these little corners here so it didn't hit these two drains. And then the previous holes that I had for the mounting bracket, I just used those to hold the wire and secure it. So those are filled in, and it kind of looks like it was on purpose. So that's pretty much what I did. I'll let you know. I'll do another review when I'm actually out on the water, as soon as the weather clears up here in California, and we'll see, I'll give you any feedback if that is the way to do it. Everything I've heard is that you shouldn't do that, but I'd rather be able to see both sides of my structure scan, because that was the reason that I got that the Go9 and the Go7, which is what I originally had, was specifically because the structure scan was so good. So I want to make sure I can take advantage of that and not compromise my ability to drive the boat. And just in case you're wondering how to switch from left to right on the when you reversed your transducer's direction, because that picture they have on their website is uber confusing. So you go into your menu and you go to advanced, and you can do structure flip left. You click that on or off. So right now I have it, the option clicked left, because it's reversed from the way I originally had it installed. So that's basically it. It's pretty simple. You know, you just go to structure, menu, advanced, and flip. Pretty straightforward. Great. Thanks for watching, guys.